Hey guys, welcome back to another Helix video. Doing a little something different today. Started doing some jamming with a new songwriter, and it's more of an acoustic project. And typically I use the Variax for acoustic sounds, but for the vibe of this project, it made sense to kind of go with a more traditional acoustic guitar. Which led me to setting up a patch for not the Variax acoustic, but an actual like piezo equipped acoustic electric guitar. The model I happen to be using is a Seagull. I'm quite happy with it. It sounds good. But, you know, I found in building a patch around it, it definitely had that piezo kind of quack to it. And I wanted to try to build something that was going to sound more like a mic'd acoustic because I'd gotten used to the sound of how the Variax works, and I think the Variax sounds really great as an acoustic guitar emulation. So I did a little searching and was very happy to find that 3 Sigma Audio has some amazing acoustic IRs. Picked up the Martin pack. We'll probably end up trying some of their other ones down the line, but this was the first one I chose, and it's working real well for me. So I wanted to share this with you guys and share the patch and talk about kind of how it's set up. If any of you guys either play out live with acoustic electrics using Helix, or if you record, you know, I still think miking an acoustic guitar for the studio is a great way to go, but this gives you some other options and other ways of capturing great acoustic sounds. And even if you are recording with a mic, there's nothing saying you can't also run through these IRs and capture it this way to give you another flavor. So I've just got great things to say about the 3 Sigma. I'll link to their website in the description below. And I paid about $10 for this Martin pack. Amazing value for the money. Again, I can't brag on their stuff enough. Really impressed with their stuff. So let me walk through this patch, and then I'll play you a few sound examples. The centerpiece, of course, is this IR. Now, if you download this patch, I happen to have this IR in slot 123. Doesn't mean you have to, but the important thing to remember if you happen to be using their Martin is this is the Martin 45 piezo 4A. So when you buy their stuff, there's going to be a folder for if you're using a piezo or if you're using an electric guitar. It's broken out into different folders. This is for piezo. This is 4A is the IR that I'm using. So after that, I've just got a compressor, 2-to-1 ratio, not a lot of compression, not looking to squash the signal, just thicken it and beef it up a little bit, thicken it somewhat. Studio tube pretty standard for anytime you use acoustic instruments. I really like using this studio pre. On the studio pre and on the IR, I have the low cut set at 80. I guess I could do one or the other, just is easy enough to do both. I didn't test it to see if it made a difference, but 80 hertz and below I pretty much don't need. So anyway, got a chorus, some trim, a delay. Down here I've got a simple EQ that is assigned to a foot switch that has a mid-range boost to it. What I use that for is if I'm going to do like a lead break or something, it'll boost the mid-range a little bit, boost the volume a little bit, just cut a tiny bit of the highs out so it's not quite as in your face and bright, but the mid-range gives it more presence for doing lead stuff. Just for fun, I got an octave pre on here. There's a foot switch assigned to that, and then a chamber reverb I leave on all the time, looper and a volume pedal. This is pretty cool. Up front, I've got a simple pitch, set for a half step down. So if you need to do anything tuned to E flat, it's not advertised as a polyphonic pitch shifting block, but I actually find it works quite well. I will say it is weird to play it because with an acoustic guitar, you can hear and feel the strings at standard pitch, and what's coming out of the speakers is at a half step down, and it can be a little disconcerting, but if you record it and listen back, it's working quite well. I'll probably play around with that a little bit and let you hear it. And so for the video, it'll sound fine. But just letting you know, if you load this up and try it, when you play an acoustic guitar and tune it down like that, it is going to seem a little strange when you go to use it. So let me set this BPM real quick here on this patch. All right, so first and foremost, let you hear the difference between the just piezo equipped acoustic and then run through the IR filter. So this is with, again, this is a Seagull guitar. It has, I'm probably going to say it wrong, with Godin or however you pronounce it, electronics in it, treble, bass, volume all set right in the middle on 5. So. So nothing wrong with that, particularly in a live environment through a nice PA. It sounds nice. There's nothing wrong with it at all. But you do hear it. It does sound like, you know, an acoustic electric. It's got that kind of, as people refer to it, that quack of a piezo. So now let's hear it run through this IR filter. So you can hear it just has a much more mic'd acoustic sound to it. There's the high end is tamed a little bit. That kind of quackiness is diminished substantially. And to my ears anyway, it just sounds more like, well, like I said, like a mic'd acoustic guitar. So if you're recording, it's very handy. But I'll play around just a little bit more, let you hear some more of the IR sound with it here. And then again, we'll turn this IR off and let you hear it this way. So again, I mean, it doesn't sound terrible, but if you were to hear that recorded, you could definitely spot it and say that's an acoustic electric. That's not a mic'd acoustic guitar, you know, whereas you know, to my ears, that just has a much more pleasing sound, much more pleasant to the ears. So again, I encourage you guys, you know, for $10, it's really hard to go wrong. They have a Martin D45, a Taylor, I forget the model Taylor, and then they have 2 Gibsons. They have a Hummingbird and a J15, and then one of the Takaminis. Again, don't remember which model, but there's 5 different ones that they have IRs for. Each pack is $10. I'll probably end up trying some more of them down the line, but man, they did a phenomenal job with these IRs. I did go out and do an open mic a couple nights ago with it. Made a really big difference. Sounded great. So while I got this patch up, I'll let you hear a couple of the other components to it. This is still in my, you know, for me, this patch is a work in progress. I haven't done a ton of acoustic stuff lately, so I'm not as you know, tuned into what I want and need with an acoustic versus an electric patch. So download this and play with it, make it your own. You know, but I'll just kind of show you what I've got on here, turning some effects on and off, letting you hear the EQ. I also do have a level boost assigned to one of the foot switches, which is just, I believe it's assigned at the very last block. Let's see if I'm right. Somewhere. There it is. So basically, it's just boosting a couple decibels at the end of path 1. So there's that, and then there's the EQ for another kind of boost with some mid-range added. Again, I'm just kind of playing around with this patch, getting a feel for some acoustic stuff. But anyway, so let me play a little bit, and I'll let you hear how some of the effects sound on it. The link to download this patch will be in the description. As always, please like and subscribe and comment and all that good stuff. And appreciate you guys checking it out, and here we go.